Subliners a very dangerous squad, and Akarachi specifically maybe the best opportunity for Seattle to get a hard point or a respawn in this series. They're going to want to strike while the iron's hot and try to hit New York while they're down. We'll see if they can get it done.
I was really hoping that I could get back in there with the low energy, but I can't because we're in the game now. Nice opener from Seattle. This is a couple of good kills and a very, very handsome amount of map control. Good job there, Sky. He's going to be the only sign of life here for New York off the opening break. Kismet there on the backup as you're going to get themselves into the position to actually contest with this player in the hill. Sky's got to go hunting. The Bresci finding more of it, and 04 finally taken care of there. So Seattle Surge, a lovely opening break. We'll see how they can counterattack now because New York, they are flooding. And look at Hydra. What a move.
Oh, they're flooding, but Hydra is flying. Thank God you were able to shut him down. And for Bresci, that was his 5th kill of the round. So right now, he's thinking about a potential cruise missile on top of the fact that Seattle still holding on to that hill time and rotation. So talk about striking while the iron is hot. This is quite literally best case scenario. Duve Sky's taking the deep routes to try and go get those spawns, but Bresci playing hardcore for his 6th kill. The entire team has run past you. You need to go get it.
He's going to be able to get it. And there it is.
Beautiful.
That's going to be Streaks. Lovely start here from Bresci. And again, for the rest of the squad, this is ideal hardpoint time. The New York Subliners, cool, they must be still peeved at the loss to the Carolinian squad because they have yet to stop seeing red. And it's them all dead in the feed once again.
And they're just like so truly on the back foot as well. It's just been pick a corner, any corner, and let these guys run by, shooting in the back. Seattle right now just playing a very clean and comfortable and easy game. Maybe one final attack towards the old time, but the kill feed's still nothing but Surge. Sid the only player going through, but he's only able to pick up one. Bresci able to pick up Hook's trade, so nice little teamwork moment. Now next man in line for Hook and Bresci to be working against is going to be Kismet up top, but hey, you've bought yourself towards the back space. You have an 80-point lead and the rotation anew. Surge are playing perfect Call of Duty.
Clip it! Get it on a t-shirt. Right now, the mini-mart is open for business, and behind the counter, it's absolutely going to be a member of the Subliners. But Kismet, you're in trouble. This looks like an armed robbery. Bresci's coming for you. Checking the usual spots. Big pistol play. Gets it as well. Bresci seemingly can do no wrong. Another 4 spree. 11-1. You better call in the cruise, mate. You could overlap.
No, don't call him the cruise. Keep this pressure up. I would say get the gun out and keep it going. He's finally going to get traded, but Abuza able to pick up his former teammate and current teammate's trade. I mean, this is a P3 you win the rotation to. I know that like the Subliners have done a halfway decent job of like keeping things mixy, but now you got Abuza shooting through walls. Finally going to get traded out, and maybe the first true signs of life the Subliners have actually had, but even still, we are rotating over towards a street hill that is very difficult to collect any time. So this is a big moment for Seattle. Keep the pressure up and just play keep away around this new hill.
It has been a bit of a joke as of recent that this hard point is unbelievably, untouchable, let's say, when it comes to grabbing time and holding onto it. Kismet is doing his best. 04 does exactly what we expected. Pokes a hole right through. Now the eyes on the spawns can be very difficult. Polar ends of the street. Abuza finds one. Charles for the second. Gets it. A little bit of help from his friends. Lovely work. Seattle may be able to get something here. Simikiz, here they come. Into the feed. Into Abuza. Gets himself one. The trades are there. Once again, polar opposites of the street. It's just a bloody horrible place to be, mate. It's not a nice place. Terrible, if you ask me.
Difficult, but still, this is, I mean, what? Are Subliners going to chalk up this final 30 seconds? They might have to win this rotation. So a hill that we acknowledge, difficult to collect time. This is so much being given away. And even if the scrap time moves towards New York for the gunfight on the minimap, that's just because Sky's right now desperate for help from Sib on the rotation. Doesn't get it at all. And the gunny from Surge continues to flow. Bresci is 16-5.
Can anybody get me the French for slammed? Because that is what Bresci has been doing since the map began. I would love to know how they sound. I know I'm asking for this, but at this point in time, I feel like this is such a... To know how they sound. I know I'm asking for this, but at this point in time, I feel like this is such a different Seattle Surge. The gameplay is one thing. I wonder if the comms are electric. I wonder if they're screaming. Chance, or I wonder if they've taken the Toronto Ultra route and on 420 are truly zen. I don't know. I'm actually...
No.
to wait and see if production can get us a listen in.
No. There is no flow state. Or the flow state is here, but it's not a zen state. It is definitely hyperactive in the comms. These guys are bringing the energy, and it is showing in the gameplay. Still keeping up the pressure. Again, this is a hill the Subliners rotated to first, got broken down immediately. Still down 100 points. And now for the New York Subliners, you're just playing off the back foot. You're constantly getting flooded into bad situations that Surge are taking full advantage of. Trying not to wake up my neighbors as I'm screaming Breggy's name, but they're just confused about the language diff.
They'd be wonderfully confused regardless. Well, we can now put to answer at least one of our questions. Now it's time for a listen in with Seattle Search.
I'm getting out there to you guys.
Play together, guys. Play together.
Yeah.
Guys, I can streak.
Okay.
Just wait.
Okay.
Stay down.
Top green. Top green.
Just one time,
Okay,
one
okay,
to the
okay.
lanes.
One green, guys. One green.
One set, then fire in green.
Yeah.
Green.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, green. One is green. He's not picking.
Give me a sec, I'm pinching third, guys.
Missing one. That's on green.
Yeah.
Nothing set,
That's one back that.
Sib is one shot.
Yeah.
Third on the right, third.
Yeah, time and bricks. Jonathan, back right.
We can play one time. I think two guys.
Yo, go left.
Bricks.
Yeah.
He's on the guy. Yo, one guy's gonna be rotating.
Yeah, I need help on the left, guys. I'm gonna call back them right now.
I'll try to get top fire.
Pushing back them.
You want stop already, no?
Yo, one just spawn back out.
Think I'll stop fire one bullet.
Yeah.
Hydra.
Dead.
Nice. I have your back.
Okay.
I'm watching main.
Main, that.
Nice, get out. Back alley.
He's dead.
Another one. Weak.
One's mid, fire, and after it's fire, guys.
Okay. I have from time. I have this shit from time. I have my single.
Still bucks.
After fire.
Yeah, buzz.
Someone shoot with me, guys.
Buzz, I'm here.
How
I
much
try
are
to
you
you. I
guys?
put in it front. I have to do
For
that.
me.
Nice. I have a trophy for you.
One's mid, peon.
Let's
P1.
I push forward.
Yeah.
Let's have red.
Watch
Yeah,
out the back, just in case.
I have it from time.
Yeah,
We good.
show me P5. I'm staying alive.
I don't know what this guy Pion doing, bro. He's not pushing off, bro.
Alright, just
Going
hold. They're gonna roll.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to roll.
We can go left together, guys. Go left.
They're stacked left. They're stacked left. Third.
Okay.
We have so much time.
Yeah.
Peon on me, one shot Hydra. And wants to sell. Peon and sell.
Nice.
Sell as well.
Yeah, I'm playing my
Yeah,
left.
you still have
They're-
them?
Go left if you sell, no?
You want bricks? You want what?
I'm behind him.
I go left.
Yeah, no,
go left.
Hydra's
You can
spawned
leave
out.
this
I'm playing for this kid.
I'm gonna go left.
I'm
go left.
here. I'm bottom info.
Single.
Wait it.
Hey, no doubt about the energy for these guys right now. They have achieved flow state. Even in moments where it seems like they're not on the same page, they're still wheeling and dealing. Sib gonna slam a couple of them to lock down the junk side of the map. I think I heard the call out that they're stacked on the left side, so I'm surprised that's where they try to make their approach. And, well, maybe it's a long-term game. Finally able to pierce through Sib. Skies might be the next guy in line.
Really nice positioning from Skies there. Oh, and the shots are even better. Oh my goodness, his name. No, I'm not doing it. Great shots from Hoog though. He bounces back and keeps the hard point in the hands of Seattle despite the utter madness there. Hydra now. Behind the counter. Cooking up what he can. Big work there at Breggy. Gets the break. This is not going to be game, but it's going to get real close. Skies from up top. Good shots. Back up there from Kismet into the feed. Can't get the third as a boozer. Fantastic work in the individual fights all map long.
I feel like New York are playing like zombies at this point. They're just picking up kill feed after kill feed, but it's just an endless onslaught of monsters just sprinting at you. And maybe for Surge, why not? Definitely a moment you want to stabilize and just play for kills. Again, one good break on one of the next 5 hills, and Surge is going to win this game. And hey, 2 big ones in the feed right there. Skies nowhere to be found near the time. Him and Sib trying to keep him at bay, but again, the waves of zombies, well, they never run out.
Brains is what they're after. Hydra looking for a headshot or 2 as well. Nice work into the point. Takes care of Abuza. 30 seconds to go. Subliners holding it. 0-4 into the feed with 3. And that could be game. Can they get him off? Breggy, coverage there to help out. Hook's now reinforcing. 5 for the win. They've managed to take care of 0-4. They're looking to get in there as well. Kids on the body block. Is it going to be enough? No. Abuza finds the kills. Hook gets his. 0-4 right into it. And a good luck, boys. Trying to win it here. The good news, you're already at junk. The bad news, Hydra's here too.
Yeah, no, this has turned into a shooting gallery where every single gun for the New York Subliners seemingly getting hot. Maybe Kismet needs to take his turn, but either way, for Seattle Surge, again, it has been a tough in the kill feed department for the past 2 hills, but again, again, one good break. It is only 5 seconds. Not one good break, not one mediocre break. It can be a horrible break, and they'll win this map.
Yeah, we could see it all. Oh my word, Sip. Could get 2. Good shots. Point's gonna be yours. All down, no problems here. Once again, New York Subliners are current world champions, making their way forward. Here comes the next onslaught from Surge. 2 seconds for it.
Well, Kismet needs to take his turn, but the stun gonna destroy him. Not gonna happen. And Surge, 2 in the feed, fly on out and collect your victory. Just like that, Surge, they have tied the series up 1-1. What a hell of a way to play that first Karachi hardpoint.
This is a very interesting day of COD. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Puckett might have jinxed it big time, saying that there's not going to be any upsets on the day. As far as I'm concerned, that is an upset. Seattle Surge taking the first map in the series, and at times, unbelievably dominant. Unbelievable. Abuza shooting fantastically. Breji's initial spree was disgusting. Look at the stats there as well. Assists and non-traded in a big way. Seattle Surge were absolutely the better team in Karachi.
The insanity of this too is that's like a first half versus second half kind of testament to the game as well, because Breji and Abuza, actually I guess 3 players went positive, but like barely. Like in the end they did not slay by that much, because New York eventually did start to kick up in the kills column just way too late. I mean, it was a near 100-point gap just straight off the rip. Breji absolutely phenomenal right from the jump. I mean, man starts off 7-0, excuse me. I think he got to like 17-4 at one point. So just a lot of hills back to back where Surge able to effectively chain things together, play keep away on the street hill. And especially this moment, once they got the break on the junkyard, that's where you're basically calling game, because that is a full 60 opportunity for Subliners to get back in the swing of things. Instead, you dagger them, send them packing across the map with some bad spawns, and again, really just make sure you play with the lead effectively. So as good as it gets there from Seattle, no complaints, no ifs, ands, or buts. That is a cakewalk of a victory. And honestly, this is going to be the best vibes they might have had going into map 2 in quite some time.
Oh, yeah, man. And to go back to the comms as well, I thought there might be something a little different there, but no, it was actually just decent small talk and a lot of energy from Seattle Surge. We've been hearing it in the last few listenings where they are absolutely popping off. Hoop being a particularly loud voice in the squad, again, not very characteristic of him. But hey, man, it's starting to look like it could be all coming together for Seattle Surge. The real test, though, here in this... Yeah, all right, let me set that one up. This mother... All right, so the deal here is control. It is absolutely control. If we see a big change there, that's where I'm really like, all right, cool. Surge are making a difference here. Double dose of invasion, the S&D, we've seen Surge do fine in that. The control is going to be the one for me. That is the biggest question mark in the series. That is the biggest piece of info, the most poignant piece of data that we can consume. Either way, though, double dose, invasion, en route.
And, you know, we casted LA Thieves earlier, and the sort of note for the Thieves at the start of the year, it was like a 1-in-12 start for hardpoint. It's like when you are that bad in one game mode, the ability to win series, it's already difficult enough at the pro level to win maps against any given team anyway. But if you're suffering in a game mode, winning a series becomes nearly impossible. If you fix that, though, and like Thieves, I think they're like 8-10 in the past 2 stages or something like that. So still a mediocre hardpoint team, but now a very lethal threat that they've actually solved the one game mode problem. So I think the same thing can be said for Surge. If you solve that one game mode, you don't have to be the best controlled team in the game. Just 1-in-16 is unacceptable. Get somewhere close to 50-50, and then they're going to start collecting a lot more wins, which Surge desperately need. They are now in a 3-way tie underneath, like in the bottom 4 range, not qualifying for champs, but a 3-way tie. So it is neck and neck at the bottom. It's like a 5-point gap between these guys and Carolina, just a spot above them. So it is a super lethal race. We are at the time of the year where you cannot afford to have a massive weakness in the squad, but of course that is control. S&D will be there first. And if I'm Seattle, again, you want nothing more than to keep this ball rolling. You have Subliners on the back foot. They lost their series the other day against the Ravens. You bully them out in a map 1. And I know a map like Invasion for Seattle Surge as well, they have so much potential. This is the map where you had Hook set the record for most first bloods on a map for Search and Destroy, and you obviously have Abuza that has been a monster in this game mode. It's not just the clutch factor, it's not just the KD, but 0.9 kills per round. I don't know if I could like properly express this. That is tippy top of the league. So this is an active player constantly getting involved and there for the later portions of the round. Abuza is sick, and that is a deep cut. How do they find that?
I don't actually know.
That is unreal.
I don't know what that is. You might have to explain it to me later, but we're already into the round.
I can't believe you missed that. That might be the best joke, subtle one made today. Okay. And it wasn't subtle, to be fair, but if you missed it.
Okay, sorry. I'm a little slow.
Lock in, Miles.
Sorry, man. Oh my God. Paradox is probably cackling right now. All right, but anyway, thank God nothing happened in the round. There you go. Hook, first blood. Hook, just send it. There's a couple more guys that you can kill just right in front of you. Oh, Sky's good work on the pinch. Abuza there. 0-4. Straight onto the tail of this snake, and he's about to get goblin.
Oh, this might be a nightmare. Oh, it's a bad thing enough if you got to deal with Hook at the start of these rounds, but 0-4 for the playmaking potential follow-up is deadly. Hydra, though, for a 1 versus 3, stuck between an 0-4 and a Breji, and he can't make anything happen. This could be like a 2-man wrecking crew for Seattle. And again, if you do have a player like Abuza in the backline, one of the more clutch players we have in Search and Destroy in the league as an AR, that's more freedom for your SMGs to fly. So Hook already making those early plays. 0-4 there for the follow-up. I'm seeing the light. I see the potential for this team.
Hey, let's get through the search first.
They want a single round. Let's go. Nice start.
Nice start. Can we do it again now? Attacking round.
And we forgot the bomb. All right.
Yeah. No, it's not. 0-4 was just waiting. We're waiting out the nades. There we go. The cars detonate. Reggie toe-to-toe with Sib, keeping him down, keeping him out of the fight. Nice nade. Can anyone follow up there on the damage dealt? I don't think so. We are going to be seeing that player. Sib's going to be able to get back into the fight in a moment. We've spent a lot here, a lot to take care of Sib. We have exhausted many nades, and we have not been able to bring him down. Hydra's now there in dark, pushed forward as well to help out. Smoke to allow Sib on the tactical retreat, right back towards the bomb site. New York Subliners peeling away the clock here for Surge.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, that was a big missed opportunity by Surge just to jump on Sib. Tagged up one shot. Initially didn't have the help, but now it's standing around. Sib's going to be calling this out. Everybody's here. Please, God, someone help me. Kismet there for at least the first blood. Sib is going to fall, but the reinforcements maybe just a touch too late. Kismet wins another one. He's going to get traded out. The bomb's going to go down. Hydra is there. It's gunfights all over the map. And you just have New York. They come out on top. Hydra found the sneaky moment, and no one was there to help 0-4. So maybe just a little bit too much time wasted. You allow the Subliners to make the play, and Kismet and team do exactly that.
Honestly, that was a really nice slow round from Hydra. Breji nearly winning a battle against Skies. He had no right to win. Look how heavily damaged he was that entire time. A single bullet left. Skies managed to get a second. And there we go. The Subliners right back at it. Attacking around a little slower there from Surge, but nonetheless, good looks.
Yeah, and I think, again, really that round sort of hinges on just not going after Sib when he had him tagged up inside of Broken, because obviously we have the Codcaster, the players do not, but he did not have a lot of help initially. So a small window of opportunity, but not capitalized. So back to square one, and New York Subliners right down this B street. 2-2 split sort of setup right now is you got Hook ringing out shots from Cafe, double stack over on this sort of back square, and Bulldozer setup. It's standard, but very difficult for New York to break down.
Yeah, it's a tried and true. Hydra, though, looking to change the game. He's talking a lot. Nearly gets around the corner. There's the immediate trades. Nice work. Subline is now starting to flood through the middle of the map. Eyes on the A-bomb site. Skies was the lone man there, holding it down for quite some time. A little bit of an exchange. No problem, though. You should be able to plant this bomb. 0-4 quickly, though, right back into position. Nate's going to connect. Will he get the kill this time? Fast in, gets it. With his life. 0-4. Nice work from Skies. Here comes the rest of Surge.
They're moving. Abuza and Breji, old duo, and their clutch players going against Skies. World champ, S&D mastermind, and electric shots as well. Abuza looking to add another clutch to the pile. Difficult man to do it against.
Here we go. Here's the fight. Skies backed up. Abuza. It's been spotted. 15 seconds on the clock. Skies now just playing with it. He should be able to have the round here. Abuza has backpedaled away from the bomb too far. Skies, masterful play. Absolutely brilliant position there from Fire Tank. He can take the fight if he wants to, and he gives himself the perfect position to recheck the bomb. That is a sensational bit of COD from Skies.
I mean, that's textbook. Wins the first gunfight on Breji. Not an easy one to do. Has to hit very difficult shots as he's going prone behind the bomb. And then just showing a masterclass performance. How you can clutch an S&D. You don't even have to shoot your gun. Just such an effective job of buying time, repositioning, understanding where Abuza is going to do, and making sure that he's throwing shoulders to catch the information as well. I think quite literally, as soon as he sees Abuza run into that small door of Cafe, round is basically sealed. You're getting bailed out right now by Caesar Skies Bueno, who is also on a 4.
Yeah, he picked up some very impressive fights on the opening Karachi, and now he's carrying it onwards here. But a single round differential at this point. Sib back over by the tank, playing the middle of the street. Again, angles here, very, very interesting. Able to just shoot just through the side of that turret. Keeping his position well and truly in the hands of the New York Subliners. Gives Kiz a bit of space to work with. Might have been a bad nade. Great shots, though. And he's still moving. No trades yet from Surge. Pinch is on. Oh, what a flurry. 3v2.
That was a super nice pickup by Abuza, but Kismet still just continues to make plays. Another 2 kills for him. Has the intel as well. I think the protection Sid was dishing out for Kismet, really setting themselves up. And now 04 might actually have the perfect timing to go on a pinch, or maybe to go plant the bomb. Him and Abuza on other sides. New York just took a wild route to go in between, and well, 04 on the next one, 2v2, and the teamwork is there. Kismet full sends. It's Skies again for another 1v2 and the cruise.
He's after it. Oh, here he goes. 04, you've read it. You've dealt with it. Brilliant work. Just slows things down a little. This is the second time we've seen 04 this week in a 1vx situation, and he lost it last time by being hyper aggressive. This time round, I'm going to pump the brakes and we'll see what Skies does. And that's a great read on a player that is very tough to deal with in no moment. Here is a quick look at the replay from 04.
This is a huge win right there. Sib does have the intel, and I think Sib's just like spamming call outs to Kismet of saying help because he sees 04 slide in, but that just turns into bait. Abuza was there for the teamwork as well. That is a big 2 versus 3 in that moment, and a hell of a round for Seattle. He shut down the Cruise from Skies, showing off the teamwork, and 04, he's been making good plays in S&D for the few matches we've seen. Continues here on Invasion as well. And I think who got to this corner without being spotted, this might be a man who watched our series earlier today.
And his barrel is not sticking out past the sandbags. As Kismet crawls his way into the perfect position to keep an eye on that bomb site.
So athletic.
Really difficult to crawl sideways like some sort of crab like that. It's those nice New York Subliners knee pads he's wearing that definitely help out, not to mention the kicks. His patience will pay off here. You know something's up.
And this is a battle of like, who's going to scan first? Who's just going to like make the move, feel uncomfortable, and give away the intel?
He saw a 04 cross. Deals with 04. Hook, immediate bounce. Good shots. Hydra's there for it as well. The dominoes start to fall. 3v2.
I love that decision from Kiz. He waits for the guarantee. And well, now Hook in a 1 versus 3. Do you plant at the bomb site? Hook was nearby. Absolutely not. Run away from him. Get the bomb down and play a setup. But Kismet again just makes the perfect play. Sets up the sort of domino system. And now for Hook with the rival 9. I mean, this is unwinnable.
It's not ideal. You do want an MCW. Actually, you want both weapons in a 1vx situation, but Subliners going to suffocate Hook. Great work from the beginning of the trades. Kismet's first blood, excuse me, was an incredibly important one. Look how tight Sib plays that tank as well. I mean, whether he's far from it, playing against the window player, or he's up close and personal there, taking care of the players on that sort of B zone that we see in control. Really, really solid work there at the Subliners. Nice small game out of them. Well, that's the lead chance. This is a banging search.
This is a very good map so far. I think for the next round as well, if New York are going to be thinking about it, it is just sort of a situation. Just deal with Hook and contain him. At least trade him out if he's going to be going for that first blood, because Hook very much going to get active. Leading the charge for his team, even with bomb in hand, a triple stack on defense towards the A site. But now they feel, or they smell blood. They want Sib to die, but they just can't get him. Civ continues to make plays on this side of the map. He might get traded out and his teammates might get baited into hell. 3v2 out of that mix fest for Seattle.
Oh dear, that is a bad one from Hook Kismet. 2-piece from him. Breji now alone, my dear. This is a tough one. At least he's got an MCW to try and hit the clutch, because it's very, very possible from this spot. He can isolate the players here, but again, long lines of sight. He's got to win this first fight without taking any damage. Wait, did he see that player? No, he didn't. He didn't see Skies.
How did none of it? His teammates didn't call it out either.
Nani?
What the hell?
What in the... That's all right.
Okay, I rescind my statement, by the way, Miles, of saying I see the light for this team. How is Kismet able to just sprint through the back for free and shoot 2 players in the back? Like, we just, like, forgot what was happening on the map. Again, this is a cakewalk, and they traded out Hydra, so he was right next to his teammates, somehow just doesn't get spotted. Maybe Call of Duty timing at its finest, or Seattle just, I don't know, their brains simultaneously turned off for a brief moment, and that was the moment Kismet decided to strike. I think that's the 3rd multi-kill round Kismet has had this game.
All off the back of a very ugly 1v1 with Civ and Hook. Kids starting things off well. Suppressing fire, keeping these players out of the cafe area. Hook's not willing to take that fight. A-bomb site, still very much Seattle Surge territory, but a mere building away. The Subliners are waiting now to get themselves involved.
Maybe on the top side of the map, you have a Civ versus Breji sort of standoff, or who wants to move towards dark first, but nothing's happening on the middle section of the map just yet. Subliner's going to be forced to make the attack, and well, Civ actually finds one, does get traded out, so Civ does get active. Tries to open up the floodgates, but Breji's been here the whole time, and Breji shooting his gun does get traded. All of a sudden, a 1 make it no versus 2, a blink and you miss it round. I think Civ, maybe the focal piece in that one, just gets people to turn their heads. Everybody on Subliners jumping at the exact same moment. Well coordinated, well orchestrated, and a solid round to get. And I think Breji maybe on that back tank in that moment, just overwhelmed.
I cracked myself a bevy. I feel this series might be going the distance, mate.
I understand.
I think that's where we're going. Subliners are starting to believe. Map point. Skies is having a great one. Kismet right alongside him. Breji now back to it. You've been here before. You got full pockets to deal with these players. Sending in Hook. I can only get 1 out of it. The trades are there still. Breji from his Overwatch position here by Top Broken is going to be able to get a few more. Hydra from down low. Nades are there. Trying to reshuffle. Skies now coming to thread the needle. And this is lovely movement from both teams. Staying alive. Seattle Surge.
And you have Hydra in such an interesting position. Breji might actually be able to hunt him down, but Hydra is moving around the map. Breji spots him though and gets the tags and a little bit of luck on their side. Skies for a 1v3.
Oh my god.
And I was going to say, surely there's no way. Those Surge players just did a marathon lap around basically the entirety of Invasion. They've gone and spawned, and it cracks me up to no end that that's the most help Civ has actually gotten on the B Street. And that's the round where Surge were able to break it down.
Yeah, that's really weird. Surge, though, a nice round. A lot of finesse from nearly everyone there. Just to buy the sort of time to get your teammates in position for those big trade moments. And Subliners still there on the 5. Surge pull it back by 1. Can they get a couple more and tie things up? Over towards the B-bomb site we go. Oh, and lots of info. Lots of info, and now lots of guns up.
Trying to see who that is up top. 04 in position. Cheeky nade spots coming through. I assume that's going to hit the back bulldozer, but Breji playing an angle behind the tank, so nothing going to connect. However, yeah, I was not prepared for him to be flying out of back rugs. Neither is Skies. That's the Hook special, and, well, like a ghost in the night, he is gone.
He is the most unpredictable variable. What is he doing here? He's killing you. And now he's going to get Hydra too. Hydra now dancing. Waiting for his teammates to back him.
And look at it. Yeah, they're just searching. They have no clue.
They don't know. He's here somewhere. The clock is running out and they're banging through doors. There's another one. Another problem to deal with. And that's going to be 04, who manages to be brought down by Civ. Nice work. There's Hook. Springs back into the play. Down to Hydra and Civ. Oof. Still on Hydra and Civ. 2v2.
Well, they got to go pick up the bomb. That's what Sib's going to be moving for. Hydra, I think, is just a distraction. Brecci's looking over this B site, but that's not where the play is actually going to be. In the meantime, Hydra completely repositions, and I think Hook never got the information on the bomb, but he just gets the information on the kill. This is going to be a Hook ace. He can't win the gunfight, though, but he at least gives you the round. A Hook masterclass, where he just gets a first blood in a wild spot, and you spend the next 30 seconds chasing a ghost.
That's some of the scariest stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's not fun.
So, what are you meant to do? Like, hey, Hook's on the map, and he's doing it. He's doing the Hook thing that you expect him to do. Expect the unexpected and simply do nothing about it. Subliner spent the entire round trying to track him down.
And like, you kind of have to as well, because like, I think what Skies would have called out is like, hey, he flew out back rugs, but then the route he took after that, like, could have gone bad gas, could have hit in showers, any corner. Like, you truly never know. However, Skies knows how to get that first blood. That's actually insane shots downrange, and Abuza, that is not the round to fall that quickly.
Hydra spots out Hook this time round. Nice stun. Hydra's still going to be able to get away just over the fence line to pure safety. There's everything being thrown now to try to deal with Hook. The call out made. Hydra range takes care of 04. That's big. Hook though, beautiful shots. Kyler Garland, he's on one right now.
Has the bomb as well. Plenty of time to work with, but yes, Skies is just getting some damage output right now on this map, and you got Hydra clearing space as well. So Kismet roaming over towards the B street. Hydra in position to watch the cross. So this is perfect movement. Subliners, they know what's up. They know where every player is on the map.
Yeah, the question is now, can you overwhelm Kismet quickly? No, that's a problem. Kismet, the second. That's a huge round out of the Subliners, and that is the map. You'll give them that one, and Kiz, big brain plays. Not even the spectral assassin Hook roaming the streets of Invasion could help Surge get the win there. But hey, signs of life, some decent rounds. We're tied up 1-1 in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kismet had some incredibly solid rounds. Again, at least 3 multi-kill rounds he was able to collect. Quite a few first bloods, and I think 4, because he got the one at the end as well. So Kismet on point, and Caesar Skies Bueno with that bailout potential as well. Not just the clutch factor he had early on as he goes on a 5 spree basically to start the game, but calls game with that first blood as well. We were gassing up Abuza's S&D, and for good reason. He has earned sort of the credentials that he has, but suffered here against the Subliners with his 3 and 10. Might have been there for the damage, might have been there for assists, but wasn't alive long enough to clutch in those later rounds, and Subliners not dropping too many S&Ds. I know it's been a bit of a pain point as of recent, but able to close out there on Invasion and set themselves up. They more or less have a 2-1 lead in this series.
I do indeed.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah. Keep your shoes on, chat. We're staying on Invasion. We're not leaving just yet. However, we'll see, though, if Seattle Surge have truly turned things around. Surge, a little bit to be going on there. This control, though, is going to be an important one. We're going to go to a quick break on the other side of this. We find out if Surge is any better at control, or if the New York Subliners can bring them down a notch and take the lead in the series. We'll come right back after this. This is the CDO.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Controllers on the horizon here in our series, folks. We're going to look at some metrics going into this one because not that we're beating a dead horse, but we're just reminding all of you that Seattle Surge have struggled thus far in the mode. Today could be very different, Chance.
I mean, yeah, it could be. Absolutely could be. For sure. I will say this is a very difficult team in Control to be going up against. The 4-0 round 5 record, especially just the Subliners, a team that have sort of set themselves apart. 30%, less than 30% of your defensive rounds, Miles, we're playing Invasion.
Yeah, look.
If you're only winning 30% of your defensive rounds,
look.
I roast my diamond teammates when we can't win rounds of like defensive, like Invasion.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm terrified of Hydra too. Yeah, Hydra might go crazy this map.
Yeah, this is when you've got stats like this and a team with form like this on the mode against Seattle, this could be a bad one. This is a great rep for Surge. A really, really good rep. And for
That's true.
That's it. Let's go, baby. That's right. It might be a dumpster fire by the end of the match. Let's find out, boys and girls. Over to 04.
This is just especially scary because New York are one of the most dangerous teams on attacking rounds on this map as well. But, I mean, early strikes, potentially. A-side was like half left open. You actually have Sib from down range getting tags on the cross, but Abuza has at least made it to his home. Early potentials here. However, Nade's going to be rolling through. I count 1 on his body. And Abuza actually wins gunfights. 04 winning as well. Abuza on the point is over here making the play.
Oh, my God. Forget the defensive rounds. We're winning an O. I'll joke for that, but 3 players there out of spawn. I don't know if there's a trophy in place. No trophy. So Boozer just gets blown off the face of the planet. Second segment long gone, though. Great work. 04 slams a pair. Gets in the zone. No way. Yeah, I didn't think so. Hydra wins that big fight. A minute to go. 2 segments at A smashed, and we're on B.
And the longer Hookah's alive, the better. It might not last for a while, but as long as you're having a pressure on the B side of the map, you've got 2-6 on A, that's gorgeous. That is about as good as you could really ask for. So make sure you do the easier thing. Secure B as well. A nice gunfight wins on top of things. Surge right now, just like the hardpoint, they're pushing pace.
Absolutely. So hot right now. B's done. That's Kismet sends it. He actually could. Oh no, he could just pick a Boozer off of it. Now there we go. Okay. We've got ourselves a game here in the first round. 04's already made his way. No, he wasn't. Double back. I was going to say, he gets himself over towards his point quick. Kismet's causing problems on the B street still. 04 flying into the fight. A lot of information gained. Hook should be able to take care of Hydra here. Nice shots out of Hydra. Even better from Hook. Forward you now push. Mid-map safe. Go towards the A side.
And look, already for Seattle, this has been like a W of a round. You're just looking for the cherry on top, which is the actual round win. But 2 ticks of progress, not too shabby. Keep the ball rolling, and Abuza still picking up errant kills. Hook wins another one as well. A big moment for Seattle, nearly collapsed. Hook doesn't get traded. That's 3 down and a double stack, and you might have a trophy or maybe not. Unlucky on that front, but the timing is there.
Damn.
And my God, Miles, what are we watching? What do we have?
What do we have here? We got ourselves a game of Control. Seattle. What happened over the last 24 hours? You boys looking good.
Dude, the play on the rip, too, like Abuza. I was confused because I think the call out was just that, like, he's going to get double naded and die. We were on his point of view, unfortunately switched away, but we saw that first frag, like, landing at his feet, and whoever was that second guy in line for the Subliners either missed or maybe just left him at 1 HP. But either way, no trophies on the point off the rip for Abuza. Still picks up 2 kills, and him and 04 working together to get those early ticks. Like, that is good. Breggy didn't get a kill, and you just won a round on offense.
That is great. He didn't even capture the points either. Hook. Oof. He's on one right now. This is great. 04 versus Kiz. The pressure now on towards the point. Kiz is not going to let him get away with it. Should push him down. Wait for the teammates to push up the back street. And they're with him. Nice work up close and personal with a Renetti. The old 9mm singing in the broken side of that street. Less than a minute to go, chance. We've got ourselves on the zone. A is not going to be a problem, but Hydra, he is absolutely a problem.
Yeah, no, that is not fun. And then pulls out the best gun in the game, the Renetti. That is a dangerous man. And this is Hydra's playground. This is, you're an island player. The only thing he wants to focus on and needs to do is pick up kills. Doesn't matter where he gets them. Everything he gets, just add him to the pile. Finds Breggy, unfortunate, still hunting down his first kill, and Hydra literally dancing around the map, closing doors, baiting for his teammates, getting other guys in the mix, and this is Surge right now versus Hydra, and they're losing.
Absolutely losing. It took a couple of them to bring him down. Skies is there looking for the 6th kill in a row. This is a delight. Second segment of B, complete. And we're very close to A. Until we see that Surge close up. Nice work on the defense. Skies playing patient, gets it. Lovely shots. Cruise to go. However, 35 seconds. You have got to get towards B quick, kids.
Well, not plenty of time. They got the map on hold. They're still killing absolutely everything in sight. So B is going to be completely fine. And I think Kismet did a really nice job making noise over towards A to bait some players out just to make sure that you feed Skies that 6 spree. So you got New York making up potentially for the previous round, but now we talked about the cherry top of the round win. It is a necessity right now for the Subliners to find the round on offense. Plenty of map pressure. They got to find that play.
The nuke continuing. He's running through this map. 04's having a great time as well at 12 and 9. Certainly bringing some much needed life into the Seattle Surge roster when it comes to defensive rounds on Invasion. Big problem here though, 2 fellas back gas. Abuza, can you make it 1 fella? The answer is no. Problem solved. Sky is sending it forward. 04 done. Breggy though, eventually taken care of. And there we go. Finally a moment to breathe for Seattle.
Yeah, not a lot of breath left in the lungs, though. 40 seconds on the clock, still feeling the pressure. They've been dealing with, like, these back-ass gunfights the entire time. Great trades, though, from Abuza, so Seattle Surge staying aware, and maybe now the first time they can actually take a side, take a deep breath. It's only 1 player that's behind you. It's going to be Kismet behind enemy lines, but great teamwork through the middle of the map, so Surge going to have to clutch up once again.
Oh, here comes the streaks. Mean streaks for Invasion explode, and all he does is force those players to the backside of gas, and now Breggy flying forward under the coverage of the crews. You do get into the point. Hydra alone for now. Uh-oh, Breggy. A lot of damage, not enough for the kill. Sending it in. Hook, though, tries to clean these players out. 3-man stack. Charles, this is it. It's done. This round is going to fall apart real quick. Can the boys get in there? Surge have got to send it. Second set gone. Now they realize it's a problem. Go for it. Sky's on the pinch. Hook, that's 10. Oh, my God. Chance. They're going to win a defensive round as well.
They're pulling it off, man. That sub 30% rate. Well, they got the 1. At least they needed early on. They still gave away 2 ticks. Maybe good news. The cruise from Skies does get burned, but I would say for me, like, this is such a weird situation. When a first round offense win goes through on Invasion, it really just makes the rest of the game weird. Like, the 2 ticks on offense potentially no longer good enough. Like, New York Subliners still a team that they can give you a little bit extra on the defensive end too, but it just sort of throws like the standard invasion style almost completely out the window. Both of these teams going to have to dig deep, but certainly for the Subliners, going to have to dig much deeper. They're up 2-0. Breggy has 4 kills. I'm just saying.
Hey, look, man. If he dies 10 more times, that'd be something, wouldn't it? On B. Slow cap. Hook's going to find his... Unless he gets absolutely bodied by these 2 players. Yeah, bodied. Hydra. That's unfortunate. Immediate pinch though. Breggy's there for his 6th. Back onto the point. Keeping the capture going. A lot of space here to work with for Seattle.
Yeah, I think they just heard like Hook kick open the door, but I don't think Hook cares because again, the trades were there, setting up Breggy for success. And it's been a pretty efficient B zone capture. Basically no time wasted, straight from the opening break, and they're going to be able to get it done. So all the time in the world to work with as far as control goes to try to work towards A. Any bit of progress they make at this point is wonderful. Or maybe they could just get the 3-0, but that is not the start they're going to want to have. That's 3 players falling in the feed, and you're sort of back to square one, spawning in Palace, trying to work the map. Subliners, they have everything covered.
Well, we trade out on the exploding cars. Space to play with here. Sid from top tank. Breggy's in serious trouble here. If the stun connects, just to buy his teammates a bit of space to push forward like that. 4 gets in. 2nd, beautiful shots. There's the trade again. Now mid-map, it's all yours, Surge. Hydra's taking the tags. He shouldn't be able to get a kill out of this, surely. No, Breggy's there. Oh my word. It's going to be a battle on the 8th Street. Wow, who captures A? Sib gets in. No trophies. Sky's in the feed. Magnificent hold from the Subliners.
Yeah, it's a big gunfight win there by Sib, and obviously everybody else on Subliners there for the follow-up. Even if things got weird, but here's the weirdness of the trades. Subliners come out on top. Right now for Surge, again, if you're wanting to win a round of invasion control on offense, you have to get at least 2 waves of kills, if not 3, if not 4. And right now, Hydra potentially out of the play if you go fast enough, but those players are turtled up, so this is Hydra going to start collecting freebies. There's 1. Number 2, Hook waiting on the bridge or waiting for the callouts to roll through. Well, in the chaos, Hydra can't find anything extra, but Surge can't find any map control.
Oh, Hook is beaming. 16 and 10. And Breggy's at 11 and 13, so he's had one hell of a round, Charles. He is right back in this. Sky is absolute tail tucked between his legs. He is on the run before things get worse, but the boys of Surge are like, don't worry about it, leave him. We're going to go straight towards that point. Try to bully these boys out and see if we can't capitalize on the fact that we've got numbers in the middle of the map for now. Sky is going to make you pay for it. And the problem again is that the rest of New York handle this with care. 25 on the clock.
Ooh, Hook though, he made it. Okay, well, we've at least stopped the clock, but he does not have a lot of help. If he can slow him down, people get back in the mix. Sky's making the decision to play for spawners, and Hook doesn't quite get enough health off the cross. And that's going to seal the deal. Yeah, final 4 rolling through. An interesting attempt, but a very standard round of invasion control. Subliners have stabilized, but they do still have a lot of work cut out for them.
Yeah, they're down. They're down bad, as the kids say. 2-1. Subliners back in this.
And just for the setup for the game too, I mean, obviously Subliners are in the worst spot because they have to win a round of offense, but if they do win this round because of the extra ticks that they got previously, they'll pull defense for the round 5. So this right here is the round right now. Seattle need to close this door straight away.
We test the composure of the Seattle Surge team, who have taken a historic lead in this map. Here we go. Surge defense, can they hold? 2 towards B now for the Subliners. A single man on the cap. It's going to be Sib, who is having a bit of a shaky map so far at 9 and 19.
Trying to see if they were waiting maybe for a cheeky 8 hit towards the end. Skies and Hydra were roaming, but they're making sure they're playing with their friends. You have right now the Subliners trying to play mistake-free Call of Duty, not letting anything be chaotic. They are trusting themselves long-term to be able to break down A. And Hydra, man leading the charge. Ghost in your spawn, gets a kill, repositions, and continues to be difficult to track. And with a shot like that, I mean, he could just keep chowing.
Yeah, and he's absolutely going to fly across map. He is the undetectable, the uncatchable. Oh, man. Hydra. We've seen him do unbelievable things in Invasion before, and this is starting to look a little bit like that. B, gone.
He's got
count,
information on like
fantastic.
2 different players. Yeah, this man is flying right now. Life count great. Hydra still causing problems. His movement around the map is absurd, but there you go. Frencher side there to shut him down. Bresci able to pick up the kill and clear out your base for just a moment.
Nice defense once again. Top side of the map's going to get awkward if Sib can win a fight over here. Oh, he's actually got away with it. Bresci's going to leave B for now. Watch out for those red dots on the mini-map. Sib has made it into the backside of gas. This could be a problem. In a moment, his teammates are getting taken care of elsewhere. Stay here, Sib. Hold your breath.
And this is interesting because you actually have 2 players on Surge turning to like trying to hunt this man down. And Booz has got the information. You're setting up 0-4 to actually get the kill. And well, you've cleared out your base. On the spawn trap front though, because you only had 2 players dealing with the 3, B Street is going to be left open. So an interesting decision, but Surge at least keeping track of players. They're happy to play for a bit of a tighter setup. And up top, yeah, Bresci continues to win important gunfights.
I don't hate the decision by Surge. They capitalized well. You win your fights. And you've still got control. The problem is though, if you die and drop in these positions, it's going to be so much harder. Bresci though, the top side are broken, all his, or blue rather. Bresci, can he keep this going? Oh, he crosses under skies and wins another big fight. That's massive. And now a 5 life differential.
And he shot skies out of the air. You kill a player in the natural habitat, you get a boost for the rest of the round. So Bresci on point. Hook, he's just been the funnel system. At least when he's playing American, he's calling out to his teammates. Nothing mid-map. It is all B Street they are having to deal with. And with 44 seconds left on the clock, like, this might literally be the final good push Subliners get, or else Surge go up 2-1 in the series.
Oh my God, Surge. I don't believe it. I can scarcely believe what I'm saying or seeing, but this game is 30 seconds away from being done. 0-4, you have got to take care of these 2 players handily, otherwise your boys are in a spot of hot water. Uh-oh, it's not over yet. Abuza. He's been brought down. They're on A. 17.7 seconds to go, and a long journey for Surge.
This might be the breakdown. I mean, again, the historically like worst controlled team we've had in CDL history right now. They just have to win around on defense. It's only a single stack on the point right now, so it's slow. Takes 45 seconds to get it done with 1 person, and Surge are winning quite a few of these gunfights. Sky's in the back line though, looking for the crews, looking for some help. Can't get it. Kismet can't get it done. And Surge, Miles,
Not yet.
I think they've done it.
Not yet. It ain't over until the bell rings. It's not over until it's over. 5 seconds on the clock. 0-4 hold them down. Big wins on Skies. God. Big wins on Sib. It's done. It's over. They've done it. Seattle Surge. They've finally won the big control game. Elation across the faces of the boys. They cannot believe what has just been. It's an unprecedented scene here in the CDL. What a day!
Yeah, curse has been broken and all that. That was an insane map. I mean, they set the tone right from the jump, and that is, I mean, as good as it gets, I'd say, for Surge. Maybe we've like joked and roasted hard enough for like the control woes that they finally been able to flip the script, because that is a huge win to be able to pull off against the New York Subliners, who one of the best invasion control teams we have in the game, top 3 in fact. So you get it done there. You don't let the funny business happen in the final round as well. You execute, take care of business. I mean, Bresci started off, I believe, maybe 4-12, 4-13. Absolutely turned his game around, started winning clutch gunfight after clutch gunfight, and in fact finished with the most damage in the lobby. And I gotta say, for the Belgian and French sort of combo of players there on Surge, all of the captures they were able to get as well. On the objective front, these guys were on point. Again, especially Abuza, just off the opening break, the play he makes towards A. Really the difference maker on invasion control.
That was a brilliant look. The Subliners, I mean, we are seeing quite the collapse. And against Seattle as well. This is not what you would have expected, and I'm still somewhat stunned. Kudos to Surge. You've definitely put the work in, and it's better late than never. At what point do we start worrying about New York chance? I mean, they seem to have a mental block against the Ravens, but against Surge?
No, okay, even saying mental block against the Ravens, we can't get ahead of ourselves. Gwyn put on a literal Herculean effort for them to win that series, but like, if New York lose this, yes, absolutely. We get concerned. We talk about a potential fall off. The top 4 teams, the gap looks smaller. We can let the narratives go out of control, but this series is not done. That was only a single map of control that Surge win, and even for like the respawns generically or hardpoint specifically, the best opportunity for Seattle to strike was on that original Karachi. So I'm looking for the bounce back and a force of the game 5 here for the Subliners. But just the fact that they've gotten here at all, I mean, the Surge absolutely have the potential to, create the narrative, to push it further. If you want to say Ravens set them up and the Surge going to knock them down, sure, but you still got to finish the series first.
Can they knock them down? Can they drown them out? Seattle Surge. Okie dokie, to quote Lucy. Into Vista hardpoint we go. A mixed fest, an absolute a breeding ground of utter chaos. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Patient Zero is Hook here, Chance. I can't wait to see what the Nuke can do on a map like this. And the way he's playing right now, the way everyone on Surge is playing, this could be a lot of fun. Because the last thing I want to see, if I'm Seattle Surge, is that high-rise S&D.
Maybe. I wouldn't want to see it. They are a very dangerous team to be playing against on high-rise, but Surge are also good on high-rise as well. I mean, I think they had the perfect record until yesterday playing against Optic. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, social media guy. The overall record is still like 2-16 or 2-17, but that is, again, fantastic win. But I don't think Surge are scared of the high rise. No, they're already in a good spot. But I will say, for the elation we saw on the players' faces, it was focus. They know they're still going against 3 world champions. They know it's still an incredibly dangerous squad. A lead is never going to be safe. So still about their business, still very focused are this Surge squad. But make no mistake, the importance of the series. It is a 3-way tie between Surge, LA Thieves, and Miami Heretics right now at 80 CDL points. So this is a bubble fight. Any points you can get at any point in time goes a long way. And Surge just one map away from collecting an extra 10, and I think they'd actually jump up into 8th place. Admittedly, just a dogfight in that territory.
That's a wild, wild thought. What a big change here. Vista hardpoint. Now let's rock and roll into this one. Redemption for Surge after what has been a tough run in this qualifying run towards Major 3 for the Subliners. We're starting to get worried, boys. We're going to be checking in. Can they start to pull this series back, take the hard point, force the high rise? Here we go. Vous allez de Vista.
And it's going to be an interesting map as well, because we saw the stats specifically for New York Subliners. They're one of the best, if not the best, rotation team in the game. But I know in the past 60 days, their holds have not been good. And speaking of good, great start there from Seattle Surge. Maybe just picking up where they left off in the respawns game mode, and hardpoint specifically. Hook, maybe the monster and the master of this P1 hill.
Nice shots from Skies. Wow. 04 dancing with Kiz. In and out. He shakes it all about. It was the hokey pokey, and Kiz, he knew the moves. Reggie now approaching the point. He had a very slow start, and the control didn't seem to matter. His boys were still clocking. And now a brilliant start from the Subliners. They pulled this right back. It was looking a little dire. Now the 1v1 fights are going their way.
Yeah, and as the rotation continues, Miles, I'm going to make a request. We're going to Bill O'Reilly this and just do it live. If 04 kicks open a door and gets a kill, I just want like a 04, oh yeah, like Kool-Aid Man style. Maybe that's a terrible idea, but
we got it.
If anyone can pull it off, I believe in you.
100%, bro. I got you covered.
Thank you.
Much like Sib's teammates have him covered. Nice tags. Trophy just gets absolutely smoked off the face of the planet, as does Sib. Abusa Bridgie 04 right into this one. Skies from top, absolutely bodied. Choke slammed through the Spanish announcer's table. What the hell? This hard point blew wide open.
Yeah, again, rotations versus holds. The rotations have been great. Their holds have not. An insta break, and Hydra having to take literally the deepest route just about you possibly could. The route does pay off, though. Soars in for the 2-piece before he falls, so you do get the time. Maybe not quite right back, but fairly quickly. And on the rotation, too, those Subliners players are crawling around the depths of spawn. These are going to be interesting spawns. And yeah, there you go. 2 Surge players spawn completely out. 04 potentially versus Sib. Little belly down fight. Who is more patient in this moment? It might just be 04. Nice play out of the rookie again. Fairly new to respawns as well, but at least sets his team up. Buys either rotation. He'll get that initial time.
He's got some good teachers. Surrounded by crazy players. Breggie keeping his spree going. Hydra now making him work for it indeed. Ooh, my word. Ooh la la. As those two go toe to toe. Breakneck speed. Hydra. He and his teammates have now closed in on the point and absolutely smoked Surge right out of it. Hydra's still going to go on the hunt here for Hook, who's down low, looking to make this 2 a 3. There it is.
And Hydra, he plays it like such a speed that like there's no time to think against him. Like if you just don't react correctly, you're toast. Like there's no thinking. It is pure Call of Duty reflexes because Hydra, I mean, the movement, the everything, decisiveness, lightning speed, maybe good coverage there towards the end of this hill from Surge, but I know towards that rotation, nice spawn coming through there from Hydra, and well, Skies is in that back room. That's insane that 90% of this map is open and a couple players from Subliners still spawn on the deep left pocket, but I'll try to take advantage of that, see if they can connect, or collect rather, this initial time.
Bullets connect. Oh, I think the stick connected. Yeah, it did. Skies, you dirty dog. Big kills from Hydra again. I know I was gassing the boys on Surge, but like, sweet child of mine, Hydra 14-9. He is absolutely going to run things here on Vista. 15. Nearly 16. God damn, he could have had them all there. Last man up on the point is Abuza, though. Thank goodness for Surge. That's their time. 20 of it to be had.
And I mean, that was just insane to watch too, because like on the hold front, Sky's got like 2 initial kills. You got a couple spawns on the back at the start of it, and still Surge are able to break through and actually go and get the time. So we'll keep testing this theory. New York Subliners have rotated towards this new time first. They have a ton of presence on the map as well, and they're getting the initial kills as the hill pops. Surely this is where they hold for a good chunk of time.
Surely. Whoa, kids, what a win. Trades there, though. So again, Surge are playing shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, tete-a-tete, hook down. Breggy on the trade front. Back over towards the new point, and it is an absolute mix fest again.
Wow.
Abuza, whoa. Get in there, son. Kismet, the last man there for it, and he's tucked away in a sweet little corner.
Oh, my God.
Dead.
I mean, look, you and Subliners, they just won like the first like 5 gunfights of the hill, and then I think Breggy just guns Sib off a time, and then he just collapses. So yeah, there you go, another rotation win and another breakdown. Surge. I'm scared to see what happens if they can get ahead of the game at this point.
Oh, the old hook running loops around you. 0-4 there on the point as well. My goodness, this is a bang out so far from Surge. That bridge hard point, all theirs. The cleanest of breaks and the most magnificent of holds. Hydra from down low, Abuza spots him out. Over towards P1 we go once again, Chance, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Surge starting to build the streaks here. The momentum has not slowed down whatsoever. 5. Can he get the 6? Oh my god! Now 0-4 takes care of business. Abuza gets the 5th, and the hard point once again is in the hands of Surge until Hydra blows it wide open.
Yeah, that's a nice nade as well. I thought Breggy was going to have the perfectly timed flank, and maybe he still does, but extra work to do. Nice trades rolling through. Who wins the extra gunfight? It is Kismet, the bailout player, able to help give you the extra one as well. So that's a moment where honestly things could have spiraled more out of control, but Kismet with the big 2 right now, keeping his team afloat. Maybe you can stay ahead of that rotation game, but still 20 seconds to fight for. You still want this time. Couple trades coming through. Hydra does in fact have 21 kills. Man is setting pace, but time being collected right now by Surge still, and it's just too big of a stack around the time. There's just nothing you can do.
It doesn't matter, man. I mean, Hydra could be put on like a world record performance right now, but Surge, they're playing the map fair. Every time you pick up a big kill on them, there's a couple more players there for it. Back over to P2. 0404 takes care of Sib down to the floor. Hook's there in the point. Breggy and Abuza, my God, everywhere you look, it is constant carnage. And it is Seattle. They are the ones winning.
Yeah, this is destructive. Like, it's just a continuation. They're bullying. Look, listen, they are literally bullying the New York Subliners right now. It doesn't matter what's happening in the kills front. Hydra might have 24, but for the moment, it has not been enough. Maybe a moment for the breaks and an extra couple kills in the feed. It takes a 3 speed from Hydra just to get it. And right now, you got big opportunities. Kismet maybe could go on the flank as Surge right now trying to put on the pressure on the old time, but all these big gunfights being collected. Skies with the rival 9, but still, it's another break. It's still just chipping away at this like little bit of extra time. Surge right now, just a pressure team.
It's big pressure as well. I mean, whether the Subliners are getting that time, a little bit of time here or there, it's just trying to keep themselves in the running with Surge. My problem though with Surge, I'm worried, can they keep up this pace? They have set up a fantastic pace when it comes to the trades and everything, but can you keep going against a squad like the Subliners? That is a big set of kills. Hydra and Sib have wiped the board, and look how far forward those yellow arrows are going. They're trying to push that front line as far away as possible.
I mean, yeah, it's another setup that just looks golden. Like, it's been repeatable at this point for New York, where they get setups that look good and they get the initial kills. They just haven't held on. So one of the better hills they've had so far, Breggy, though, going for the attempt. It's actually a boozer that just knocks the wind out of your sails with attack connecting. And maybe the too distant setup could just be the problem because you get broken down again.
Oh! Hook! Non-stop. 0-4 there with the trades. The SMG duo of Seattle Surge absolutely slapping. Breggy brings down Sib. Hardpoint once again in the hands of Surge, and we will get close to 200 at the end of the bar.
And like, even on the rotate, like, Surge are just there first on anything. Maybe there's just nothing you can't do. Surge, maybe just a clinical performance here on Vista. Skies, though, a big two-piece, and, well, the man in the back door. Like, this is a very difficult hill to break. Subliners just hit it instantaneously, and this is the team down by 70. This is a wild map of Call of Duty right now.
Vista's an absolute banger, man. This is great. Breggy, the hop, skip, and a jump. Sib, Skies, holding it down. Hardpoint, all good for now. No one there. Surge are in. Hook! Dude, Hook!
Oh my god, yes!
Hook! Every time, he just runs straight at you. You can't kill him, you can't stop him. 211, climbing. 0-4, just go to Hook. I don't know where he is, just go to Hook.
Can't find him. He's in the hill doing nothing. Yeah, the super...
Go somewhere else. He's just soaking. This is unbelievable. What a play. What a performance. Back to the bridge hard point with Surge. Could absolutely close it out here if they can get in. Oh, here we go.
And he's back in the mix. Abuz is playing for spawners that don't exist, so now he's able to group up with Hook and make his way towards the time. It's not as big as a lead as it once was. Oh my word. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Hook can just do anything he wants.
He just does it. He doesn't care. He is unstoppable. Someone from up top, bring him down from behind. There we go. Subliners, you got an opportunity to hold this point. Kiz with a big 2. Breggy down as well. 23 seconds on this point. And Surge. Hook's back. He just walks in. No one accounts for this. It's madness.
This really is just an unreal game. Still, though, for Surge, this is not a moment where you want to, like, sort of give away anything. You got to make sure you win the gunfights on rotation. Breggy is doing exactly that. Him and 0-4 working together as this new time is going to pop 20 seconds away, and Surge pull off a ridiculous upset, but the kills right now, Subliners swarming around this new time. Abuza feeling the pressure. Maybe can't get anything done, or Hook will come in and pick up only 2 because Hydra bails you out. New York Subliners, they are staying alive.
Oh, they're staying alive. Admittedly, I'm doing tricks on it, but right now, it is an unprecedented set of plays. Breggy flying in. Sib holding the line. There's the contest. No way he survives this. The trophy, a parting gift for his boys. Hydra somehow stays alive. 0-4's in. Sky's down. Kismet back at it non-stop here on Vista.
This is the survival game. Like, they're actually pulling this comeback off. Hydra, by the way, 41 kills. He's gonna break the record unless Surge win the game here. Well, Surge just get 4 down. This could be it. One final break attempt to get you the record. And Hydra, I don't know how many roof or like windows are up on the ceiling. Can you find any kills? There's 1, but now on the actual point, you still got Abuza staying alive at 248. The tick doesn't go through. We're rotating towards new, and Subliners are here first.
Who's it? 0-4 through middle. Kids holding the stairs. Don't let him get close. A single second. The Seattle Surge, they are going to send it. If any team is set to fall apart in a crazy way, go.
Oh my god.
Breggy, what a play from up high. Seattle Surge, I do not believe it. I woke up the baby. The neighbors are texting me worrying if something is wrong. Yeah, I'll tell you something's wrong. Seattle Surge 3-1.
You just got a record-breaking performance out of Hydra, and it really wasn't even that close towards the end. Man just dropped an absolute 40 bomb on Surge, and they walked through the bomb unscathed. Hook says okie dokie, collects some XP, and just walks on through to that dub. That is absurd. Those 2 hard points, does it make sense to me? No, absolutely not. 0-4, welcome to the league. You just beat some world champs.
Wow, what a banger. Subliners, that one is going to sting. They'll have to certainly look over the VOD there and figure out what the hell went wrong. Look at the game flow. A solid start, and from P3 onwards, non-stop Seattle Surge. Drowned them out, and a big 10 points. What?
Yeah, no one's predicting that. Throw that.